Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go. Zebra.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on second down, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it here. Short throw to Disley. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Reuben Foster in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he's going to go down again. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Ioannidis able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A toss play. This is Peterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
First down, Redskins.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Calvin Harmon. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Two seconds to go, first quarter. They go play action now. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Haskins going to throw again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are on the board first here tonight. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Here's Haskins. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, a chip shot here. To throw is Smith. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And the fake field goal works to perfection. You don't see it often, and they caught him by surprise.
And how about the guts to call it in that situation? Think you're going to get an easy 3? Instead, you turn it into 6.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down and 4. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now... And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dixon with a Seahawk touchdown. Ed Dixon there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Here's Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Haskins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready, 50, Mike, 50. 6 minutes. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On first down, it's Haskins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Wilson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. Hey, check Mike. Mike is a 50. Check Mike.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, Really, this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Forced out, and a big loss here as he's taken down with a sack. It's Ziggy Ansah. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Haskins to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Haskins. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's go. Get set. Come on. Let's see what you got.
And he rifles one incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Third down, here's Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Haskins on first down, being chased out left. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack on first down, Haskins trying to improvise. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Play action. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Ioannidis. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. To try again after the sack, Wilson. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider simple.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 64 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
55.
To throw again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Wilson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
36 pounds. 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Haskins going to try to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game